Hello there and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech and yet more gaming news brought to you today by myself, Amata. Have some news for you today concerning Soul Sacrifice, as Sony is launching the first free DLC today as part of the game's first major update, which will take it to version 1.10. And this completely free update will introduce new quests, a fresh map, additional boss characters, plus new social media features. And I will go into the additions to the game in just one moment, but just to let you know, players will need to update their game from live area and then visit the PlayStation Store to download the unlock keys for the new content, which of course I'll now give you the full information on. As mentioned earlier, there will be 8 new quests, which will be added upon using the unlock key. And in these new quests you'll see 2 new boss characters called Dullahan and Behemoth, as well as a new map called Caverns of Goliath. And I've got some information about those 2 bosses there. First of all is Dullahan, and it says this about him. There was once a knight whose name was known the world over, but it was not his abilities that made him famous. Indeed, he was viewed with curiosity, not respect. Many thought him downright unsettling. It was the way in which he did battle. Whilst most warriors took pleasure in striking their enemies and avoiding their blows, this knight was the exact opposite. Apparently he would howl with joy whenever struck, and his face would twist with satisfaction. And I've got some information about Behemoth as well. In a quiet town, a young boy lived together with his parents. He had always had a big appetite, even since he was an infant. Above all, apples were his favourite. Any day he had an apple at hand was a happy day to him, and his parents, knowing this, had an easy time raising him. Though they spoiled him in his infancy, there came a day when even his parents refused his demands for apples. The tantrum he threw was frightening. By that point he was massively obese, easily weighing as much as 3 grown men. To say the thrashings of a boy that size were beyond his parents' handling is an understatement. And as for the new map, which is again called Caverns of Goliath, you'll basically be inside the body of a soldier who has been turned into a giant. The digestive fluid is always being secreted, so you constantly lose your HP just being there, and the battle against Dullahan will be quite challenging, it says. But the free content does not stop there, as we have a new Black Rite of Berserker. And again, you have to download the free unlock key from the PlayStation Store to add Black Berserker as your new Black Rite. And the price for using this Black Rite will be having redacted info on equipped offerings, so you will not be able to see what offerings you've set on each button, so a little bit of a test of memory. And as I mentioned earlier, you will have new social aspects in the game, as you can post your play information such as your number of sacrifices/saves or the status of your right arm to your Twitter or Facebook once a day, and you'll actually gain Lacrima by sharing your stats with your friends. And then finally we have the Discovery Pact, which requires AR cards. Use AR cards to summon your character and collect numerous memories. These memories are revealed using Mind's Eye and be collected simply by touching them. After one memory has been collected, others become harder to find for a time. Memories can be exchanged for Lacrima once collected, and they recommend doing this as a mini-game if you use Black Rites often in the game to undo the price. So that's pretty much all the information we have on this particular piece of free DLC, a quite generous offering, as I'm sure you will agree. Anyway, that's me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.